Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm just doing a re-upload because I didn't like the way the other voiceover came out. I was sick when I did it, so I'm redoing it now. I'm just going to be showing you my first 4 journals and talking a little bit about them. I won't be showing every page, so I'm sorry about that. Maybe when I get into later journals or catch up with showing you all my journals, I'll do a flip through once I'm finished with whatever current journal I have. So let's just get into this. This is journal number 1. It's a composition book. I started it my freshman year of college. It's probably the first week of school. Just trying to deal with everything and just a lot of changes I didn't know how to deal with. So I started a journal. I covered it in scrapbooking paper and washi tape. Those are some of the first craft supplies I ever had. I had never really made anything if it wasn't for a school project before this book. So this is where I found creative journaling. This is where I went to college. A lot of transitions, meeting my boyfriend. So just showing you the front and the back again. And I wrote my name on the front, my full name, and I'm not sure why. So the first page is just first time I'd ever put anything in a journal. That envelope is the one I always talk about that got me into creative journaling. I have to thank YouTube and the journaling community now for this because, I think a lot of people only see a journal or a diary as something you write in, not something that's fun or creative in this way, at least. So here's some sticker flakes I bought with a cute washi sample. So it started out really simple like that. It was mostly writing, and I definitely wasn't writing every day. Sometimes it was once a week or only 2 times a month. And I've just collected a bunch of stuff. This is a picture my little sister drew that my dad was just going to throw out. And this is some stationery from a trip I took when I was in middle school. So probably 2007, 2008, something like that. It's really simple. Really simple. Note from my grandpa. And here's an old story I wrote. I'm covering it because it's really embarrassing. And then a picture from a manga. It's one of my favorite animes. And most of this got filled out towards the end of my first semester of college in the summer. So you can see I was just trying to fill pages with things I found or little things from my sister again. And then eventually I just got fed up because I got a new, better journal that you're about to see. And I just filled it with a bunch of quotes that I didn't really care about. They just seemed good enough. And in my mind, that wasn't wasting paper. Not that I've never filled a journal cover to cover. There's always 3 pages or 5 pages that I just don't fill out because I get tired and just stop. Here's journal number 2. I was 19. It's a Barnes & Noble leather journal. And you'll see that most of these journals only last me 2 to 3 months. I don't burn through journals like this anymore. And there's a picture of me from high school. I don't burn through them like that anymore. This is just what I needed at the time. So if all you want to do is write, that's fine. If you just want to fill pages with garbage and nonsense like I did here, that's fine too. I did a bunch of these come back later in life and fill it in. This is a travel page, places I want to go by the time I'm 25. I'm 22 now, haven't stepped foot out of the United States. Tracing hands of people you care about, that's always good. Collages like this. And magazine clippings. Facts about a holiday. This one's obviously the 4th of July. Sometimes they're just pages like this, a piece of scrapbooking paper I liked, and a food log. And then bits from my birthday, envelope from a friend, and then under that's a note from my brother. So wrapping paper, it's something I still do. Here's a postcard I scanned it onto my computer and I somehow managed to accidentally print both sides of it. Not sure how I did that, but it's really cool. I still have it, and a bunch of other vintage postcards. And then the back of this is just filled with Lisa Frank stickers because I was about to go on a trip and I wanted a new journal. So I wouldn't waste pages like this anymore. But like I said, there's always going to be blank pages for me towards the back. I still do this. I add the sleeve of the next journal if it has one, or I'll just write a description so that people in the future who have my journals can read my life in order, which I'm okay with. And then there's a page for people who have my journal in the future to write their name or an about me page or how they knew me or whatever. And then my first kind of makeshift pocket and a fortune from a fortune cookie. Then the back is just more scrapbooking paper and a metal veneer. It's really cool. There it is. And I don't know if they still make that cover, but it's one of my favorite covers. This is a purple Piccadilly. I was 19 when I wrote in this, so this one only lasted about 2 months. There's a picture of me at the time, and then a bunch of sticky notes with notes on the side. Here's a piece of bag from the trip I took. It's from not a thrift shop, but a knick-knack shop. Cards from my mom, or a card from my mom. I have a bunch of cards from my mom at the time. So super cute. I love pugs. They're my favorite dog breed. Here's just a prompt page from A Girl with a Journal's August with a Journal Challenge. So if you're trying to get into journaling, journal challenges are a great way to kind of get into doing it daily or semi-daily. I don't really do them anymore because I just don't have the time or the energy. The only one I really participate in anymore is Paperworms Halloween Challenge, and I didn't finish it this year as I hoped I would. So sorry about that, Danny. Here's just a scribble. I got frustrated one day and just scribbled in a bunch of inks, and I put the weather at the time. Oh, there's that. There are more prompts from journal challenges and quotes. I was filling up pages. So yeah, those are from Danny's paper challenge at the time, or journal challenge, paper 2K whatever year. So that year would have been 2K16. So another page for future people to write stuff about them in, and then my back cover. And those labels on my back pocket are printables I got off Etsy a long time ago. I only ever printed them out once, and they were kind of an impulse buy, but they were only $1 at the time, so not bad. There's a picture of me from when I was in pre-K. Then here is journal number 4, the last one I'll be showing you today. It's also a Barnes & Noble leather journal. It's from my grandma, and I really love it. The cover's a little different. It's very rough, so the other one was smooth, so I'm going to assume their transfer stickers rubbed off, but this one's held up really well. This one's one of my favorite journals. Here are some washi samples. I always do washi samples when I get new ones because it's cool to see if I've used any up or how long they've lasted me. A card from my mom. I love this one because it just takes up the whole journal and it looks cool and interesting. More tracings of hands, my hand and my boyfriend's hand. It's cheesy and it was kind of embarrassing at the time to ask him to let me trace his hand and write "I love you" in it, but it all worked out. This is a bag from someone I knew in college. She gave me some Christmas treats, and so I saved the little label she had stapled on there and the bag itself. And then this is an envelope I cut down into to look like stationery, and has my favorite Christmas songs on them. Here is a Christmas collage. These are my favorite to make. I love Christmas and I love collaging wrapping paper with my name on it or other people's names on it or little labels, tags, everything. I just love it. Bunch of washi tape. That year my mom had gotten me those pack of 30 washi tape for $10, the 2 they came out with that were new at the time. And then here's a note from my little sister to anyone so that they wouldn't eat Santa's cookies, which is super cute. Pressed flowers made to look like a bouquet, kind of. And then the last thing in here I'll show you is another bag filled with stuff from a old pen pal of mine. She's really awesome if she's watching, and a few other things that you got to see. And then here's the back pocket with a envelope for a page. There's a bunch of address labels in there that I saved, so I won't be pulling any of that out. So that is it for now. I will be making journals 5 through 9 or whatever in the future, but anyways, thanks for watching. I have a creative journal with me coming out, so I hope you enjoy that. Anyways, have a nice day.